Hello again everyone and welcome back to Skyblock News. I'm your host Derailious, and today we're going to be going over some major bug fixes related to the Rift Mountaintop, and also a pretty major bug related to the current mayors. Without any further ado though, let's launch right into this. Starting off today, I'm going to be in the election room for a lot of this, and if I click on the election box, we can see we have some pretty great candidates. We got Finnegan, Diaz, Cole, Foxy, and Paul. And as you can see, I voted for Marina. See, the problem today is that the mayor system is kind of bugged out, and pretty much whenever you swap lobbies, the amount of perks each candidate may have, and also which candidates are available, is just swapping around at random. Now, I imagine this will be fixed by the time this video drops, but this will probably be the most broken we have seen a mayor election in a long time. Frequently, we have small minor issues where like a certain mayor may have 1 or 2 less perks than usual in a certain lobby, but this is the first time I've seen just entirely different mayors appear in the election candidacy pool. As you can see, here's Marina with 3 perks. There's also Diaz with 2, Finnegan with 2 perks here. It had just, 1 before. Cole has 1 perk, and Paul only has 2. In the previous lobby, he had 3. It's kind of weird how all of these mayors are just changing around. I imagine, once again, this will get fixed, but still pretty interesting. Before we continue, I just want to say there is a fire sale coming up, so if you're interested, make sure to use code RAIL in the Hypixel store for 5% off your order. Also, make sure to join the Discord down below, discord.gg/Derailious. It's a great place to keep up with Skyblock news, and make sure you like and subscribe as it really helps out the channel. Once again, let's get back to the video. Next up, we got a ton of bug fixes over on the forums, and some of these are actually pretty interesting. I think the most notable were that they fixed a few soft locks related to Wizardman and Ubix Split or Steal minigame. They fixed extremely real shurikens not affecting Slayer bosses, which was kind of their whole purpose. They added Highlight to the Bazaar. They made the Knitting Needle work with Slayers, which was pretty nice. They fixed the 7th Sin Portal Eye respawning when fighting it, which I've got to say that happened to me and it was very annoying. They implemented a refund mechanic for the time chamber when the server restarts, which I know people will be really happy about. They increased the difficulty of the Wizardman Brawl, and they also increased the duration of the Walk of Fame doors being open. They've also fixed being able to use free will on other players' minions, which is absolutely hilarious in my opinion. They changed the S logo to a W logo. They've also made some other changes here and just some other similar improvements. Overall, I've got to say, a lot of fixes here. I am pretty happy that they dropped the Mountaintop on the main server instead of doing an alpha. Apparently there was a pretty long nerds test to make sure that the update dropped in a good state. And I've got to say, if this is the worst of the bugs, I think that we're in a solid state for future updates. Hopefully, though, we do see some, more alphas in the future for other content that's not really lore related. But I do like that this worked out just fine, and these exploits and stuff have all been patched out. And it only took them about 3 days, which is really good, so yeah. Wrapping up here, I really do think the Rift launched in a solid state, all things considered. I really enjoyed it. I think the lore with it was pretty excellent. The minigames were great, and I really liked just the nostalgic feel of it all. But I've got to say, I really hope we see more content in the near future of a larger scale. And by that, I obviously mean the foraging update. It's something that we've been looking forward to for a long time. The admins have already promised that there's going to be a thread of some sort over the next week, in which they're going over the past year of Skyblock content and what comes next. Hopefully we figure out more when that drops. I would love to hear your thoughts about the Mountaintop down below. Feel free to leave any sort of comment, and look to the future, fellas, because I will see you then.